second day of Leap. Incredible. How are things?
It's a magnificent show. It's been such a strong launch. What the Saudis have done here is create a world-class global event in its first edition. World-class in many different aspects. You don't get a scale like this for an event in its first edition, normally, ever, normally. You don't get a speaker faculty with global CEOs, Royal Highneses, serious global influencers in technology on an agenda like this, normally in its first edition. But we have. And on top of that, look how many visitors there are. Yeah. This is really testimony to how much demand there is for Saudi Arabia, that it is a true tech hub in the region. And that's why I can say today we've got 120,000 registrants, and every day we're averaging over 30,000 people attending this show. So it's a brilliant start, more than any other tech event in this region. So absolutely brilliant start.
The roads have been busy. It's absolutely packed in here. What are the stats saying?
Well, the roads have been too busy, haven't they? Right? It took me almost 40 minutes at one point to get to the venue, and I was only about a 10-minute drive, such as the demand for the place. Yeah. So, we've put on the shuttle buses, the airport's taken over everything. There are thousands of international attendees flying into this event. It's not a regional event. It's not a local event. We're talking about over 12,000 international business tourists registered and flying into this event, which makes it a huge impact, a truly global event.
What is the impact for Saudi Arabia of an event of this magnitude? We're seeing a lot of locals here. What impact do you think this will have on the country?
Well, Saudi Arabia is already a very well-developed technology hub, and it's going even further, So we saw a lot of the really interesting presentations, particularly yesterday from His Excellency the Minister Abdullah Al-Swaha. All those great announcements in terms of the billions of dollars that they're putting into VC funds to help stimulate the startup economy over here. The garage, which is being built as a brilliant tech hub, an incubator attached to the King Abdullah City of Science and Technology as a science park. All of these things are already in place. They don't need an event to stimulate those things. But what this event will do is it will bring on a regular basis international venture capital, foreign direct investment, innovation to be snapped up here by the Saudis first, or the region first before anywhere else. And it's getting a great reputation for that already. In its first edition, what I saw was serious startup heavyweights, unicorn founders. The founder of Oatly was there, for example, judging startups on the stage, giving them his advice about what they need to do to scale an IPO. So when you get that quality and experience flying in every year, mentoring the region's best startups, what you're going to see is a flourishing startup ecosystem on top of the innovation and the announcements that are made.
With such a large majority of the population in Saudi Arabia being millennials and Generation Z, as you mentioned, startups, the event is going to inspire startups. How will this event inspire the younger generation to start up their own companies and to innovate and take things forward in the world of technology?
His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, said that the Middle East, this region, is the new Europe. And when you look at there being 500 million people here, most of them, 70 or more percent of these people are actually under the age of 30, they're youth. And there's a huge growth in the ability of people to be programmers and a drive behind that, to have them tech orientated and tech capable, tech savvy. When you look into the fact that you have all of these wonderful initiatives, these great incubators and accelerators that are flourishing here, but on top of that also, more females involved in technology in this region, in Saudi Arabia in particular, than most places in the world. 28% of people involved in the tech industry at the moment are female. Let me tell you, if you go to an exhibition in the United States or somewhere else like this, in the West, far fewer people will be female if they're involved in tech. So I think that this is not only a place that is moving in the right direction in terms of actually incubating and progressing and capacity building young talent, it's also a place that's actually doing it in a more inclusive way than other places, and will probably reach that nice parity that everyone's trying to get to before everyone else, because the trajectory is in the right area.
So in Saudi, the end of the week is tomorrow. I can imagine there will be a huge influx of people coming through the doors as they finish work, looking forward to the weekend and enjoying the evening. What can we expect in the next day and a half?
Yes, it's the end of the week, and this place has not stopped being super busy. 12-hour show, 9 in the morning to 9 at night. We're struggling to get people to leave. Such is the demand. There's been a lot of activity here for people. We've got amazing free conferences, and so 7 conference stages, and on them you've got multiple tracks covering things from fintech to health tech to edutech, to creative economy. We've had absolutely amazing speeches from people around the world, panel discussions, sessions and talks, and they're free for everyone to come and attend. It's all about capacity building and having people have a really enjoyable experience at this show. And that's there, that content's there. So apart from that, and some of the evening parties that people are doing, and also lots of these companies are organising their own and inviting people to them, what we can expect is this show to continue this week to be really, really busy and well engaged. In Saudi Arabia, what we've noticed as professional event organisers is that events don't tail off, they're booming. Saudi Arabia is clearly the centre for events in the Middle East, and probably a global centre for events going forward.
Nice, amazing. Well, congratulations on an incredible event and largest technology debutant event worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.